In a triangle, the measure of the first angle is 3 times that of the second angle. The measure of the third angle is 30 degrees less than the measure of the second angle. What is the measure of each angle? Well, notice that what we're given here is the measure of each of the angles in relation to the second angle. And I have that emphasized here. So therefore, we need to set up variable expressions for each. Well, we can say that our first angle needs to have a variable expression. Our second angle, likewise, and our third angle. Since our first and second are in relation to the second angle, let's let x be the variable representation for the second angle. Our first angle is 3 times that, so we can represent our first angle by 3x. Our third angle is 30 degrees less than the measure of the second angle, so we can represent this by x minus 30. And I'm going to leave the degree symbolization off for the meantime. Now, we know that because we're dealing with a triangle, the sum of the measures of the 3 angles of the triangle equals 180 degrees. That gives us our equation. We'll have 3x, the measure of the first angle, plus x, the measure of the second angle, plus x minus 30, the measure of the third angle, and that has to equal 180. Combining like terms, we have 3x, which is the same as 3x plus 1x, which gives us 5x. So 5x minus 30 equals 180. To isolate our variable expression, we're going to add 30 to both sides of the equation. So we'll have 5x minus 30 plus 30 equals 180 plus 30. 5x minus 30 plus 30 is simply 5x. 180 plus 30 is going to be 210. To solve for x now, we notice that we're multiplying by 5, so we're going to use the inverse operation of multiplication, which is division, and we'll divide both sides of the equation by that coefficient of 5. 5x divided by 5 is going to be x. 210 divided by 5 is going to be 42. Now, remember that this is the value for x. Looking back, we notice that this is now going to be given as the measure of the second angle. So our second angle is going to have a measure of 42 degrees. We notice that our third angle is going to be 30 degrees less than that, so we can say that our third angle has a measure of 12 degrees. We can take the measure of our second angle multiplied by 3 to give us the measure of the first angle, 126 degrees. One thing you can do is double check yourself by taking the measure of these 3 angles and ensuring that you do end up with 180 degrees, which is the case. So we've solved the problem.